Hi, I'm Maria McDonald, and you're watching Live.
Hello, my name is Beatriz Rodriguez. I am a licensed mental health clinician and a board certified life coach. I have been in the mental health field for 20 plus years and also doing consultative work. And my passion has been working with parents of children with developmental and intellectual disability, giving them support, resources, and helping them navigate the educational department education system. And I derive a lot of pressure out of that. And I am in private practice. My private practice, again, is a big chunk goes toward doing life coaching, especially helping the autistic population and their parents. And many of you might wonder why life coaching is. Life coaching is a journey of self-discovery where a coach like myself will help you to manifest the type of life that you were meant to live. Oftentimes, there's a discrepancy between the life that you are living and the life that you want to manifest. And what I mean by that is that most of us are living unconscious lives in the sense that we are in autopilot. We move from one task to the other, from one activity to the other, because we are multitasking. We basically burn out and we are not present in our life. And oftentimes it takes for us to be still and stop all the running around and get into your center and look whether your actions are they congruent of where you want to go. Sometimes they're not. And it is my job to help you bridge the gap between the life that you're living and the life that you want to manifest. And in my full-time job, I'm an employee assistance program clinician, New York City district clinician. And it's a very exciting job. As an EAP clinician, I provide counseling, referral, follow-up services, and I help individuals with a wide array of problems. Any personal, family problem that affect work performance. I do an assessment. It could be that somebody's having a marital problem, for example, and it's taking so much out of them that it's so hard to concentrate at work, and that individual might start having attendance problems. So when I do the assessment, I determine that they will benefit from couple counseling, and I arrange for that. I also deal with a lot of people who have alcoholism, drug addiction problem, anxiety, depression, financial problems. And nowadays, it's very hard for people to create work family integration because we wear different hats. A lot of us are taking care of our young children and also taking care of our elderly parents because people are living longer now with the advancement of technology. So it's very challenging to integrate work and family demands. And I also provide wellness seminars, anything from stress management to developing good communication skills to how to create work-family balance. And at the same token, we also have a life coaching programs for supervisors and managers and craft employees. And for supervisors and managers, they usually they develop personal goals and professional goals. And one of the main things that they usually seek for is trying to create a more humane working environment, learning how to balance work and family demands, learning how to develop better leadership skills so that they could be more efficient in the workplace, and how to manage your time. And in actuality, you cannot really learn how to manage your time because there's only 24 hours out of the day. So, in a snapshot, that's most of the thing that I do. And I oftentimes have an incredible desire to improve my community. And I believe that I inherit that strong desire from my mother. She was an incredible woman, community activist, and when I was really young, she used to take me to visit the neighbors who were sick, and she'll prepare soup, and that you bring tea, and she instilled on me the value of community service. And today, out of that value that she instilled in me so deeply, I am very involved in improving the lives of autistic individuals. And I have volunteered YAI last year. They had a very interesting program called Family Peer Advocate. I became a family peer advocate. I did that for about 9 months, and it was a pilot project between YAI and the Mount Sinai Seaver Autism Center. Autism spectrum disorder is very close to my heart since I have a family member who suffer from this disorder, and I've always felt a deep sense of responsibility to pay it forward and to give back, because there are a lot of people there who helped me when I was struggling. And out of that came my strong passion for working organizations whose main goal is make to make the lives of autistic individuals more productive, and for them to be included more in society and the mainstream. One of those organizations is YAI. Um, I started working as a volunteer, as a family peer advocate. It was part of a pilot project between YAI and Mount Sinai Seaver Autism Center. They wanted to find out the difference that having a support, a family peer advocate like me in their lives, to give them support, to give them resources, to help them navigate the services that are provided through OPWDD. And I did it for 6 months, and it was a very rewarding experience. I was assigned, I think about 6 families I was assigned, and I had to, for 6 months, provide all the services that I just mentioned. And the results will come out soon about what difference it made in the lives of people, of those families, having a peer advocate versus the control group that didn't have that kind of support. And out of that venture, I was asked by the director of the Autism Center in YAI to conduct a group for parents who have children, youth with developmental and intellectual disabilities, and it's going to start this fall. And it is going to be called Mindfulness Stress Reduction Program, and it's going to be a didactic group, and not therapeutic, but it's going to be very healing, because parents will develop skills to manage all the stress that is involved in raising a child with a special need, with a disability. And even though it's not therapeutic, it's going to be very healing, because when you are in a group of parents who share the same struggles, an incredible bonding experience is created. And I'm delighted to be doing it, and it's going to start this October. And that's going to be after work. I believe it's about 6 o'clock that it's going to start, and it's free. It's open to the public. It's going to be at 34th Street, the YAI 34th Street and 10th Avenue in New York City. And I also wanted to tell you about another passion of mine. I am one of the organizers of the Autism Walk. The Autism Walk was developed by Autism Speaks. Autism Speaks is one of the largest nonprofit organizations, if not the largest, whose main goal is to do research to help find a cure for autism, and the same talking also to raise public awareness about what autism is. And also a lot of research is going on right now about finding, for parents to find treatment that are empirical, scientific based. That means that to utilize treatment that is based on strong, valid research. And also through my involving Autism Speaks, helping them organize the walk, I met incredible parents and professionals. It has been a very rewarding experience. And I belong to the Community Leadership Committee, and a group of professionals and parents or family members who have been touched by autism in one way or another. We come together on a monthly basis. We meet and we talk about all of the different ways of making each walk a success. Anything from finding a sponsor. There are many different subcommittees. One of them is a group of people who find sponsors to sponsor the walk. Another subcommittee is to find organizations that are going to be part of the resource fair. They're going to have different tables there. Another subcommittee is to find media to get coverage for these very important events. And it happens throughout the tri-borough. And we had the inaugural Bronze Autism Walk in 2014. It was very successful, even though there was just a few months to plan. Everybody came together in a grand way, and we raised over $200,000. And this year, the Bronze raised more than $220,000. And the Brooklyn Autism Walk, I believe, raised $175,000. And the Queens of Manhattan, a little bit over $296,000. And I'm really excited because that means that more money is going to go into doing research so that we could eventually find a cure for autism to help those individuals who struggle daily to have a more productive life. As a parent with an autistic child or youth or adult, you are not alone. There are millions of families who are struggling just like you, and also find a lot of ways of improving their children's life and their own lives. And there are many organizations who are dedicated to providing you many different resources, such as support group, psychosocial evaluation, habitation services, even helping you son or daughter to make a transition from high school to college. Yes, more children and teenagers in the autism spectrum disorder are going to college, and I want you to keep the hope alive. And these organizations are committed to helping you. And I'm going to just mention a few because you'll be getting a list of them. YAI.org, www.autismspeaks.org, autismsocietyofamerica.org or .com, and also Beyond Possibilities, and the Fiddle Foundation, which is great for adult services. And we need more organizations who are catering toward the adults, autistic individuals. Thank you.
We are Brotopia Studios, and we will be at the People's Film Festival. We'll see you there.
this cartoon didn't start off like overnight. And you know, a particular like great figure in this experience, or I guess, you know, I guess the person who actually really made it happen, made this cartoon happen, made this Pancake Party film happen, is Xavier. And the reason why is that back when he was working in high school, he had his part-time job, he invested basically almost all his money in some animation supplies, which I don't know what he bought. What did he buy again?
I bought 3 light boxes. I bought about 20 2B pencils. I also bought some blue pencils. I bought maybe about 8 books on animation, and I think I bought 1 book on business.
Which we didn't read.
No.
But I don't think we read that book on business.
I don't think so. One of the books, we started reading it, but we didn't really follow through with finishing it because the author had a pretty negative vibe. You know, probably because of his history where he had pitched stuff and it hadn't gone through, so he had a pretty kind of negative outlook on the animation industry. So, you know, we'd like to keep ourselves positive and not, you know, dwell on like negative stuff, so we kind of put that book down.
Yeah, I mean, there was always books that, I mean, we ordered all of these books, but we never really read all of them. And I mean, I'm kind of a little angry about that. They didn't really like read any of them, because I feel like maybe there was some type of thing that we should probably learn from them. But you know, I guess the gesture of it, what matters is the gesture of us buying these books and buying these materials so that we could create this thing, this creative project that we're still working on, and that means so much to us. You know, and Mike, I haven't heard from you a lot. Tell me about how this project makes you feel.
Just grateful, really, man. Really grateful. And just really appreciative. I have 2 super amazing and talented brothers on my side, you know, and like Joel has said before, if it's 3 of us, so it's like 3 of us. I have like no doubt in my mind that our cartoon won't be on a network such as Nickelodeon, and yeah, that's about. I don't know what else to say about the cartoon.
Well, the cartoon's called Please Say I'm Funny. The short that's in the People's Film Festival is called Pancake Party, which was just a short film, like based on the cartoon that we're developing.
Yeah, I'm not.
To Nickelodeon.
Sorry. I don't particularly remember. Maybe I think it was supposed to be a pilot for Please Say I'm Funny, our cartoon TV show that we're still working on. But I think it was supposed to be a pilot, but then it turned into something else. You know, when we started to introduce interesting characters in it, interesting dialogue, then we changed the title into Pancake Party because we felt like it was more relevant, and it kind of relieved the pressure of thinking about this has to be a pilot. I mean, and I think it just made the process and the experience a lot more fun than labeling it as like some type of prototype for a show. You know, it was more about like us getting together and having fun with it and coming up with a name that's funny. You know, Pancake Party. It was hilarious. the title's hilarious, you know, and it was really fun for us to work on.
Mike, can you like take us through the process of like making Pancake Party? You know, the time involved.
No, you can take us through that.
Okay. Well, we initially we thought that making Pancake Party, we thought we could get it done in 48 hours. So for the first 48 hours, I think there was maybe like 5 hours sleep in there, something like that. But for the first 48 hours, we were, trying to make this thing happen. And then, those 48 hours, they turned into 3 months. So that's how that happened on that side of the lane. So that cartoon actually, that short stood around for about 2 years, and we didn't really show it to anyone because we wanted to keep it secret because of the cartoon we were creating. And we had an opportunity through an amazing friend, aka Kirtland, who encouraged us to submit this film, and we met Veronica, and we submitted Pancake Party to the People's Film Festival, and it got picked up to be part of this film festival, and that's what people will see, and it's going to be amazing and funny, and we're all excited. So thank you, People's Film Festival. Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, thank you. We're really grateful, for this opportunity, because nobody outside of our family circles has seen this film, which is pretty exciting.
with the exception of maybe like 2 or 3 friends that we showed it to that are like that we consider to be our artist friends. But other than that, this film hasn't been revealed at all to anyone that we don't trust, and that and it's been in closed doors for a while.
Let's plug in what we're working on as a company, also aside from the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Michael, why don't you talk about?
Or Xavier could talk.
Whatever. Yeah. Talk about the film. Talk about documentary.
Right. So, as a company, Brotopia Studios is working on a documentary film called Turn the Page. This film, we've been making it for, I'd say, almost 2 years now, and we don't even know when we're going to wrap up on it. But basically, this film follows us making our cartoon Please Say I'm Funny, and it also includes other people making cartoons. So we're exploring like the side of the cartoon industry where you never really get to see who makes the cartoon. There might nowadays there's more like interviews on that kind of subject, but we really wanted to make a whole documentary about it because that's something we were always interested in, just behind the scenes, cartoon creators.
And and we just really wanted to like capitalize on ourselves, not really ourselves, but the idea of like the underdog, which is what we consider ourselves as. I mean, we're creating cartoon, but yet like we don't have any type of connection or any type of to any type of like or like animation studio that like promotes animated films and series and blah 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 blah. Our documentary is about kind of like promoting the idea that anyone can propose a cartoon idea, and that anyone can make a cartoon that they feel that they love and they want to bring to the forefront, and that's what we're doing, and that's what this documentary is about. And it's not just about interviewing other cartoon creators. It's about interviewing cartoon creators that are like that we have a connection with, and that is a creative connection with, that is like a dream that we feel like we share with each other, which is to create a cartoon show without this need of like, okay, I gotta go to animation school, now I gotta work for someone, now I gotta make this cartoon because I have
to tag on that. Brotopia Studios is an opportunity for people to grow within their art. For storyboard artists, for graphic designers and illustrators, for filmmakers, and an opportunity. It's a school in itself. I mean, we're learning all these things as we go along, about the business, about the art behind the things we do. We're still learning, and we're putting together an animated cartoon series called Awkward Cupcake, and we're actually at NYIT's releasing the first episode, and we're going to start a Kickstarter to promote and fund the first season, and there's a lot to look forward to, so stay tuned with the Polanco brothers and our company Brotopia, and stay tuned. We're up to some really awesome things.
Pros and cons. Pros: we eat pancakes tonight. Come on.
Teddy, I'm pretty sure you can't make pancakes in a microwave oven.
Sean, I'm a pioneer. How do you think the first man landed on the moon?
This has been one weird night.
Come on. Come on.
Put the bass in the highs up. When the level's straight, then we'll celebrate its triumph. Lifetime achievements. My thesis, I write rhymes to leave you speechless. I'm inclined to teach kids, and deep minds embrace this. Relate to the logical, while my lyrics are literally demonstrating what is possible. What can and can't be done? I earn mines, never needed a mask and gonna outlast just like a champion. Some people try to diss and say I need to try harder, but they say try to be smarter or try again, or why bother? And tries an author who's authorized by my maker to let it rain with knowledge on all these cornballs and haters and civilize these barbarians. It's acting like scary men. Sometimes I still find it hard to be fair to them. And with a pad and pen, I'll paint a picture of how life should be and what it means to me and everything that seems right to me. No more dreaming, I set a goal and put my mind in it. Dreams can last forever, but a goal that has a time limit. It won't be long till I reflect on my accomplishments. Everything has a price, I must accept the consequences. And sacrifices must be made in order to obtain anything that's worth anything at all in this game. Cause life isn't easy, and nobody ever said it was. It's all trial and error, weather, pain, pleasure, and love. Hate and betrayal, backstabbing, anger and passion, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, bank rolls and high fashion. Happiness and sorrow, few good role models to follow. Pray for our children for a better tomorrow and a brighter future. Cause what I write just might suit you. It could hit home or split your dome and go right through you. In one ear and out the other. No need to shout at another. Cause I'm the lightning, sunshine, plus clouds and the thunder. The earth shattering with verses that mattering. Disturbing these herbs that got the nerve to still be babbling. Clowns and riffraff. This whole music is misstaffed and misrepresented. What was invented as a gift and a craft. And you will laugh because I still rise above it with skills and fly subjects. Still I'm in triumphant. Focus, plan and build, get up and go. Maintain balance, develop and grow. Pay your dues, follow through from start to finish. Cause you can do anything long as you put your mind and heart in it. Focus, plan and build, get up and go. Maintain balance, develop and grow. Pay your dues, follow through from start to finish. Cause you can do anything long as you put your mind and heart in it. The top ain't high enough, the sky ain't bright enough. I'm a diamond in the rough, the mic I clutch with the Midas touch. My flow is golden when I'm holding and I'm controlling the third rock from the sun. When I'm done, the globe is smoldering. Earth, wind, and fire, this all the right ingredients to build and destroy, filling the void when the world needed this. You got it? Good, now let's proceed. I set the pace and set the speed. Another page, another century. Time waits for no one, it has its own agenda, and life is precious. I hope you know it's a treasure. If you believe you could achieve, roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Stop being lazy, get on your game and get your butt up early. Be ambitious and handle your business. All of your plans and your wishes could be granted if you can last the distance. Cherish your family, especially the elderly, cause they will help you see life without living selfishly. With useful lessons, they're truly a blessing. With jewels and tools that'll fuel your progression. And you should listen more than you vocalize, more than you socialize. Open up your ears and open your eyes. Focus and vibe and you can be triumphant just like M-Try. Come on. Focus, plan and build, get up and go. Maintain balance, develop and grow. Pay your dues, follow through from start to finish, cause you could do anything long as you put your mind and heart in it. Focus, plan and build, get up and go. Maintain balance, develop and grow. Pay your dues, follow through from start to finish, cause you could do anything long as you put your mind and heart in it.
This is for the new daddies and the new moms, old folks and shorty new wives, leaders and teachers of the youth, firefighters and the cool cops, 9-to-5ers that's hustling, addicts that's struggling, all my peoples out there dealing with lost loved ones. Anybody who's depressed thinking they will never overcome, hopeless people to homeless people, this goes out to you, all the God chosen people. Come on. M-Try, DJ Lisi T, signing out. Yeah, that's right, y'all. Live me life, y'all. That's right, y'all. Love me life, y'all.
This joy will last forever and ever. Ever, ever. This joy will last forever and ever. Ever, ever. This joy will last forever and ever. Ever, ever. This joy will last forever and ever. Ever, ever. This joy
ready to hear the word, to hear the melody, to feel the power, to heal ourselves. There is resolution in the sound. There is hope in the song.